Hello, good people. How's everyone doing? Trust that everyone is doing well. That everyone, or at least here in Chatham County, we just enjoyed our spring break week. So I had a good time. Myself and my wife got away for a few days. Come back, went to work for 2 days, and then hung out with the wife and grandkids for a day. And then the wife and I disappeared again for a couple of days for some R&R again. So all has been well. Uh, Time to get back to the real world, get back to the grind, right? Um, Trust that everyone is doing well, and hopefully your stock portfolios and your crypto portfolios are looking well, up and dancing in the green. And yeah, so something to look over, something to think about, something to discuss on today. I believe I've said it, but I'll echo it again. There's always money to be made in both the stock market and crypto. Whether it's crypto winter, whether the stock market is crashing, there's always something somewhere to be made. As some of my mentors like to say, there's money to be made when the stock market is running up, as well as there's money to be made when, man, I got a glare from the sun. Hopefully it's not too bad for you all. As well as there's money to be made when things are running down. So that would be if you're doing option plays, right? And then there's money to be made whether you're doing a short swing trade or there's just many ways money be made in the market. Just because one sector is down doesn't mean another sector might not be up and running and thriving or what have you. I see a glare. I really want to get rid of it. This is uncomfortable for me, but maybe it look better for you all that's tuning in. So anyway, so there's always money to be made in the market, both stock and crypto. Um, 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 let's see. We know the Magnificent Seven in the stock has been holding up the stock market for probably the past, I want to say all of this year, but it's been a little bit longer than that. So what are the Magnificent Seven? The Magnificent Seven is, let's see, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Tesla, Google, Nvidia. I think I covered it all. I got the note around here somewhere just to make sure it don't slip my mind. Let's see. So you have Google, Nvidia. Oh, I left out Meta, Facebook, Tesla, NASDAQ, Microsoft, Apple, Tesla. Anyway, yeah. So, everybody, if you've been watching the stock market, we all know Tesla has been having an amazing run. I'm sorry, Nvidia. Tesla been taking what they say it's been laying a goose egg. But if you've been watching Tesla for any amount of time, it always come back. It's that silent the silent killer every time. It's the silent underdog. Every time you count out, comes back with vengeance. So, and I said last week I was going to drop the receipts and I would drop it in my community tab. So I did that before I came on and started this video. I've already went and dropped some receipts for both some of my stock positions and a few of my crypto positions. I'm gonna try to do that for the next few weeks. Did it last week, today, and I'll do it for the next couple of Sundays, just to show that I do put in the work, and I've been doing so for some time. Well diversified. I don't know everything, and I think that's the great thing about the stock market and crypto. You don't have to know everything. You just have to have the boldness to get off the sideline and get in the game and start putting a portion of your money to work. And in saying that, anybody who knows anything about crypto, and if you don't know, you can go and find out. You can go and Google it. You can go and YouTube it. But if you don't know about the process that's coming up with crypto, it's called the Bitcoin halving. Halving. Yeah, Halving. I'm a southern young man, and sometimes I have that strong southern drawl, and you can't always make out my words, so I was spelling it right. So you have the Bitcoin halving coming up the middle of this month. Today is already the 7th or the 8th. So the middle is coming up it's fast approaching. And it's important to know what takes place after the next 12 months following the Bitcoin halving. As Bitcoin goes, so does the rest of the stock market. It's rolling off my lips like I know it like that, but it's just rolling off my lips because I've been studying it like that. But you can fact check anything you hear some random person on YouTube saying, or whatever the case may be. Anything you hear, you don't have to take it as a person face value. You could go and look it up for yourself, fact check for your own self, and make your own decisions with your own hard-earned money. But it's wise to put a portion of your money to work. And when you put a portion of your money to work in the stock market and or both the crypto market, the markets never sleep. The markets never sleep. So when you put a portion of your money to work, it's working 24/7. Can't always buy the stock market after the market is closed, but there are 24-hour markets for some stock. Crypto, crypto can be bought and also 24/7. Yeah, you want to get on board, putting a portion of your funds, your hard-earned money to work. And I caught myself. I had a conversation with somebody the other day. I caught myself. I know in the past in my videos I've said, because the theory is, the portion of money that you put to work will eventually slow walk. It'll walk down and it will outwork your annual salary. It's not just the idea, it's the way it works. If you're patient and you put the system to work, you put the principles to work, you do a little research. If you're young and you don't want to get heavily involved in the research of the stock market, then you could download your brokerage account, whether it be Fidelity or Robinhood or Moomoo or Webull or so many countless others, Charles Schwab. You can download your brokerage account, set it up, and you can set it and forget it to just take the money out of your bank account every whatever day you get paid, whether it's weekly or bi-weekly or once a month. If you're young, in your early 20s, you could just do $100 a month into ETF. ETF is a bucket of stocks all in one. ETF that tracks the S&P 500, which would be whether you do you can put it into the S&P 500 ETF, or you can put it into the VOO ETF, and there are a few others out there that track the S&P 500. But you can't go wrong when you invest in an ETF into the S&P 500. Now, let me clarify that. You can't go wrong. That will guarantee you, if you put into it 2 decades, you will be well off in life, right? If you're older than that, then of course you just got to do it more aggressively. But if you really get excited about investing and doing a little research, then of course you want to have your ETF as the bedrock or the foundation of your portfolio. But you can get into the Magnificent Seven. You can get into other individual stocks out there that are doing some great things and have some great things in the pipeline that will be, really turning over by the end of this year and all of 2025. So, but the hottest thing right now going is crypto. So your number one and number two, your number one crypto is Bitcoin. Your number two crypto is Ethereum. You can't lose in those two. You might say, well, I can't afford a whole Bitcoin. It's not the fact that you can afford a whole Bitcoin. It's the fact you want to start accumulating, right? And it's the percentage that is subject to go up, right? You're going to make that percentage regardless of how much money you have in it, that may sound kind of deep. It is what it is. You got to get in it. Once you get in it, my mentors, they love to say, they love to teach, you don't have to try to time the market. It's time in the market. You cannot beat time in the market. Be a little patient, put a portion of your money to work, and I tell you, my friend, you will not regret it. Like I say, I dropped the receipts, and you can look and you can see from last Sunday the few receipts I dropped and the few receipts I dropped today. I'm not regretting it at all. But I have a few portfolios at this point, different ones for different reasons. But mainly just been showing my Robinhood and my Crypto.com. Those are my two favorite ones. But anyway, so I just encourage you to take advantage of the opportunities that are out there, especially, if you're behind the curveball. What do I mean behind the curveball? Well, the market has been crashing. A lot of analysts say it's been crashing since 1 January of 22. Me personally say it's been crashing since it started crashing 31 November at the end of 2021, because I seen the nosedive across the market, and it started November 31st, and all of 22, all of 23, and you had a few things that were doing some good things, but for the overall general market, it was not good. It was not good, right? But I had learned, let me say it again. I had learned, if you can afford, if you on top of your finances in such a way, and you can afford to invest throughout the downturn of the market or a market crash. The market make more millionaires when you're able to invest throughout a recession or throughout a market crash than any other time. I say, well, it's been said, shoot for the star, shoot for the moon, and you'll still be in good company if you miss the moon and you fall among the stars. So I took that analogy. Nobody else didn't give it to me in that moment. I gave it to myself when I heard it. When I heard that knowledge seed popped into my pathway of how the stock market make more millionaires when you're able to invest through a market crash than any other time. So I say, well, even if I make millionaire, I heard one of my mentors say, you can make life-changing money when you have opportunities like this. I heard another one say about you can make generational money in times like this. You can make generational money faster than any other time when you take advantage of opportunities like this. And then the crypto market went into crypto winter, and studying crypto because of the outstanding year I had with crypto in 2020 and 2021. Okay, someone may say, what outstanding year did you have in crypto in 2020 and 2021? As a good friend of mine say, I'm glad you asked. The outstanding time I had with crypto in 2020, I had a co-worker of mine who had been pestering me for a few years. He's probably watching this, so pestering probably not the right word, but I had a good friend who kept nudging me to get into crypto, and he said, I'm into Ethereum, and he told me about Ethereum. I pulled it up, I saw how much it was. I said to myself, no, ain't no way I'm gonna be buying that. At the time, it was like 2,000. Well, when he was telling me about it, it was before 20, but when he followed back up with me in 2020, he found out I had got into stock. He said, you need to get into crypto. So he was pushing me, kind of bullying me. Not really, I'm older than him. I think I'm bigger than him. But anyway, he pushed me, and so I made up my strategy. I'm going to find 2 dirt cheap cryptos. I'm going to invest a few dollars in them, and then I'm just going to watch it. I'm going to watch it to see how it performs. So that's what I did. I selected Ethereum Classic, excuse me, and I selected Dogecoin. Didn't do no research on either one. They were just dirt cheap, and I elected to put a few dollars into each one. I don't remember how much Dogecoin was when I started sometime in 2020. What I do know is I dropped $3 in it multiple times within a month, and by the end of the month, I had $19 in my Dogecoin. I had $17 in my Ethereum Classic. But this story is not about the Ethereum Classic. It's all about the Dogecoin. Didn't know that Elon Musk had anything to do with it or anything like that. All I know is it was dirt cheap. It was way less than a cent. Didn't pay attention to how much I had accumulated at that $19. And I seen the $19 fall, $8, $9, $10, rise up, $8, $9, $10, $15. But you know, that's pretty much the highest I seen it do, right? So for 9 months, I seen it drop and fall, drop and fall. I said, I'm not too impressed with crypto, right? So I went to bed one night. My portfolio was one thing. I woke up, my portfolio was up $2,200. So went looking, thought it was my stock. I was about to sell my cheap stock and move into better and better cheap stock. I thought that's where the profits were. Wasn't there. The profit was all in my Dogecoin. My Dogecoin, I had 4,400 shares, and it rose from less than 7 cents to up to 70 cents. And I went from $19 to $2,200. Then I was, you know, crypto had my undivided attention, so I started doing research, trying to figure out what causes it to move, yada, yada, yada. Learning about the Bitcoin halving and what happens after that. And so the following year, I got into Shiba Inu, and I was trying to build up like 6,500 in it. In my mind, that was the magic amount that I needed at the low price. It was less than a cent. And I wanted to build a ridiculous amount because I heard a video from someone say, if you find a dirt cheap cryptocurrency that doesn't go over overnight, and you can build it to like 667 million, hold it for a little while, it's subject to make you a 6-figure return. I said, man, I don't think that'd be possible to do, because I thought that was a ridiculous amount, right? But when I bought Shiba the first time, I was intending to buy like $40, but 7 million popped up when I hit the buy button, right? I said, I'm not buying no 7 million. 7 million was $73. So I said, okay, I ain't never had a 7 million of anything, so I'll try this. So I bought 7 million shares. And then I started doing that like 3, 4, 5 times a week, right? Every time I was making a little money, I was dropping it into Shiba. Well, that $73 for 7 million was the most I ever paid. I started buying it at the evening time between 8 at night, 8 in the morning. So next time I bought it for like 69, I got 7 million. Next time 65, all the way down to got it one time 7 million shares for $43. I only got that one time, but so I was just kept buying. So long story short, 9 months later, I had about 3,200 into my Shiba position. Still trying to build up my 65, just taking my time. And it popped for $70,000. So that's how I got hooked on crypto, when I had $22 blow up to $2,200. I'm sorry, $19 blew up to $2,200, and I had $3,300 blow up to $70,000. So what I'm trying to tell you is, you may be behind the curve because you didn't get a chance to invest in crypto during the crypto winter, but that's okay. You won't have what they say about parabolic run. Well, you still can have parabolic runs. You just, you might not have the volume to have like ridiculous money, but you'll have ridiculous money from what you put in if you go ahead and you get on board now and you keep dropping in consistently, whatever your pockets, your budget can afford, and whatever gains you can get in the time that you can get it within the, it's going to run up for 12 months after the Bitcoin halving. That don't mean hold every position 12 months. That means start putting in, do it on a regular basis, whether you're doing it weekly, daily, bi-weekly, or once a month. And whenever you see a huge pop up, a huge bounce up from what you put in, let's say you got 200 in and it pop up to 2,000 or 3,000 or 4,000 or 6,000, whatever it hit. If it hits a big number and you having 200 and your 200 is greatly advanced, you sell it. And there's a thing called rinse and repeat. You wait for it to drop again, you get back in. But, whatever positions, let's say you pick 3, 4, 5 different coins and you start putting it in on a regular basis and it have a huge pop up, sell it. Pull your gains out. Leave your gains in the brokerage account, but pull it out of the position and wait till you see another position to put it in, whether it be that same coin or another coin that's down and it runs up. And it's all about building your wealth, building your wealth. You got to start somewhere, right? It won't happen overnight, but it will happen over time. If you get in the game, if you learn the game, if you be patient, if you be consistent, it could really turn your financial world, your financial life around. You could be debt-free, and it won't even come from your regular income. It'll come from putting a portion of your money to work. How did we get there? When we started off with, there's always money to be made in the market. So I'm going to go ahead and close out here. I'm at 22 minutes, got a few things I need to take care of. But yeah, there's always money to be made in the market, both stock and crypto. So go ahead and get in the game. Wish you guys all the best, much success. Continue to build your financial wealth. I've said it before. I'm gonna drop my mentors that I follow. I follow Larry Jones, Stock Up with Larry Jones. Larry Jones introduced me to Stocks with Josh. Stocks with Josh is a chart master. He can teach you and share some things which will help you better understand the stock market. And then Larry Jones introduced me to Keenan Grace. I love Keenan. He's a younger guy, but he's an excellent teacher and sharer of his knowledge that he's gained and what he's learned from being in the market. And then he introduced me to Stockmo. Stockmore, I think Stockmore think more outside of the box, but Stockmore will share a lot, teach you a lot of things, and help you make money. It's all about building your wealth. I bumped into Chris Sane. I bumped into, I always mess up his name when I'm not looking at it. Smart Money Bro. He has a lot to share, a lot to teach. Jasper Racine, and countless other folks, Mommy Trader. She specializes in dividend stock, but that's not all she's in. She's all about building her wealth, and that's what I'm trying to share with you. Build your financial knowledge, build your financial wealth. Enjoy life. As my good friend Larry Jones like to say, never met the man, but he's my good friend. He's taught me a lot, encouraged me a lot, and helped me make a lot of money. And as he loved to say, live, love, laugh. We got that signs all throughout our house because that's one of my wife's favorite sayings. So with that, guys, I'm closing out. Wish you all the best in your financial journey. Take care. Be blessed. Continue, my friend.